Hi guys, it's markabusi here and it's 2 for Tuesday, which means we do 2 songs from a band or we do a song and a cover, which is what we're doing today. We're going to be doing ABBA with the song SOS, followed by Portisheas with the song SOS. I, in my first Fleetwood Mac video, told a story about how my dad used to love Fleetwood Mac and he would turn it up full and he would annoy the neighbours and blah blah blah, and he used to listen to it all the time. That was absolutely 100% true. What I didn't add into that story was that my dad only listened to 2 fucking bands. He listened to Fleetwood Mac and he listened to ABBA, and he made me from an early age hate Fleetwood Mac and hate ABBA. I have since, as an older person, then came to appreciate that Fleetwood Mac are absolute fucking brilliant. The same cannot be said about ABBA. I think it's maybe time to reevaluate that a little bit. And then I heard that Portishead had done a cover version of SOS, and I love Portishead. I have liked Portishead since they brought out their first album way back in the late 90s. When they first came out, I had never heard singing like hers before. The mix with her voice and the kind of ambient electronic music was just weird. It was like sung from another planet and it was kinda gorgeous. So I'm really curious to hear what their cover of an ABBA song would sound like. Hence the video.
I tried to reach for you, but you have closed your mind. Whatever happened to our love? I wish I understood. It used to be so nice, it used to be so good.
It's been years since I've heard this, right? And I obviously know the song. That's better than I remember it being. As a kinda angry adolescent who felt the world was against him and was like, just like Nirvana. This was cheesy bullshit to me. As you get older, and you kinda wise up to stuff, I'm realising that, like, that opening hook of a piano line is kinda brilliant. Is the production very 80s? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that kind of production, but you know what? I'll get fucking over it. This is weird, because it's almost like I haven't heard this song before, because I'm starting to realise shit that I did not think about this song. I kind of took them to be like from the kind of disco era, and with all the kind of cheesiness that comes with the disco era. And I kind of took ABBA to be almost like a kind of synthetic pop band where a maestro had come in and written the song and they're just singing along to it and stuff. But no, they're playing their own instruments. So if you take it from that regard, right, that means that they've sat in a room and wrote an absolutely fantastic fucking pop song. Usually, someone will write a pop song on like a piano or a guitar. They'll take it into a studio. The producer will then produce the living shit out of that, and they'll add in all the stuff. The bare bones of the song gets lost amongst the production. That's how it's done. But that's not the case with this. That song's came in fully formed, because it's a banger. It's a catchy wee number.
What happened to our love? It used to be so good.
I am enjoying this. But this is quite a cathartic moment for me because it turns out my dad was right this entire time. This song is actually quite good, and if I had just gotten the fuck over myself, I might have enjoyed it as well, which could have brought me closer to my dad. And you know what? That is symbolism of my entire relationship with my father, and now it's too late. And then I've just realised that by saying that, oh, I've made this video miserable. I suppose it is normal for youngsters and teenagers to rebel against their parents, and that's absolutely fine. I don't have an issue with anybody doing that. If there is any teenagers out there that are watching this, I highly doubt it. I've seen the demographic, 70-year-olds. If there's any teenagers watching this and you're rebelling against your parents right now and you're thinking, oh, what the fuck do they know? Just be nice to them. Be nice to them whilst you've got the time.
When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on? So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS. And the love you gave me, nothing else could save me. SOS. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on? When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on?
That was actually more kinda rocky than I expected it to be. It reminded me a little bit of like Slade or kinda like David Bowie. Take away the singing, right? Musically, it's kinda in the same vein as those guys. Add the singing in, you've then got an absolute fucking pop masterpiece. I've been sleeping on ABBA. And now we're going to listen to the Portisheas version of SOS and see how it compares, how they changed it. I keep saying in these kind of videos that realistically speaking, if you want to do a good cover version of a song, then you want to go and take the original and switch it up in some way so that it doesn't really resemble the original anymore, but keeps the same kind of elements and keeps the same kind of emotional theme. Portisheas probably going to manage that, to be honest with you. She does have a good enough singing voice that she'll be able to keep in that emotion. Probably add more, actually. If you haven't heard Portisheas, you should listen to them. They're fucking incredible.
Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find. I tried to reach for you, but you have closed your mind. Whatever happened to our love? I wish I understood. It used to be so nice, it used to be so good.
They've jettisoned all of the music and just went, right, mood. I really liked the SOS Morse code intro. That was a nice wee touch. And then you've got right up front Beth Gibbons' vocal, which is in a lot of songs with the singing and stuff, you'd put like a little bit of reverb on there to kind of make it feel like you're in a room. It adds a little bit of kind of echo and stuff in there. This one really hasn't done that. They've stripped all of that out so that the voice is up front and really sharp sounding, and it's kind of weird that way. It means you're getting every bit of vocal inflection that she's doing, and it's quite cool.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else can save me. SOS. You made me feel alive, but something died, I fear. I really tried to make it out.
The lyrics to SOS are not dark, but they're not happy. That gets lost in the ABBA version. They don't fucking hear. This version is just dark. There is a part of me that thinks that the instrumentation might be a little bit too sparse. Like, I could do with something else happening.
I wish I understood what happened to our love. It used to be so good. So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else can save me. SOS. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on?
That quote at the end was by Joe Cox, who some of you guys might not know who that is. She was a British Member of Parliament for the Labour Party who was fatally stabbed and shot. When he did it, he shouted something along the lines of, "This is for Britain, Britain will always come first." The guy was quite a white supremacist at the time, and she had been campaigning against the Tory party at the time, I think, because of their immigration laws. Like, she was pro-immigration, and they murdered her for it. And I think this song, the Portisheas version, is like a tribute to that. Kinda lends a lot to the mood of the song, I suppose. I really liked the Portishead version of it. I feel like it was quite unsettling. I think if you had taken the lyrics out of it, the singing out of it, then the music could have been quite fit for a horror film. I think you need to be in the mood for it because it is very sparse. I can see why people would consider it plodding, especially when you then compare it to the ABBA version, which is like straight down the middle, just going for it. Yeah, I think if you are in the mood for it, then you'll be rewarded with a very good version of that song. I'm not going to sit here and say which one I think is better, because I think that they are equally as good on their own merits. I think they are so vastly different that it's kind of hard to compare them. But you guys can, so put in the comments below, which one did you prefer? That was ABBA and Portishead with the song SOS. Thanks guys for watching, I'll see you next time.